Hey, yo, DJ Ray, you ready? I ain't just getting into that. That's my whole state. Sean came for give it to us, we give it back. And see what that block him showing out. Yeah. He's showing he's bringing it down. And she didn't throw these dice, but now in my head, I'm meaning a fight, but not meaning a fail. Too heavy, we holding weight, we got to be on the scale. Scream with the greens with the minutes in the blue arm. Get your team, put your crew on. Michigan really book, you know I'm just a crew on. So when they asking me what a shoe on, it's like, no. Came for the #1 spot, no turn. It's all said and done, they know what. Let me know, then I gotta remind them that it's fun. Mason Blue. For the glory, you gonna beat that fight. Whether it's first thing in the morning, we took that night. You know, Christ was in prayer, that's right. It's not a thing that jump on the wing, we could get that fight. We can double dance, competition, never have we got permission, not to mention that could be for we and other starters wishing. If then they drive the team, it's not a niche. It's anybody that think they can stop the mission. So winners and mates have to winners and blue. If DJ and Ray got it on 10 seconds too. Taking with the ball, that's what we do. If you already know, so let's go. Came for the #1 spot, no turn. It's all said and done, they know what. They know. Then I gotta remind them that it's blood.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Michigan's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On the move, it's Haynes. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's McCulley. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to...
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Pressure coming. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He'll keep it himself. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. They finally get him stopped. And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets him one man to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right, speed, sideline to sideline, possessing so much versatility, good luck.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Under fire. And he just flat missed it. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it again. Powers through. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Rutgers. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't exactly... There he goes! Recovered by the defense, and he's off!
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Great place to start for this offense. play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Off the play fake. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the ball. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football in the deep.
And they will score. Touchdown, Michigan. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Unleashes it on the run. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Trying play action. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by just 4 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to...
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Use the play fake, down to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down. Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Hand off to the fullback. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
That's caught. It's Boston. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Boston. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Evans. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Between the uprights, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll pull it on the read. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, And what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Crosses to 45.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
22 water.
They'll go to the ground. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Williams looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter punch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He'll do it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. He'll keep it himself. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He's looking deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Haynes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. To the ground, he's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Quickly to the tight end, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Let's go. Second down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Horton. Gets it out quickly. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The ball squirts through the end zone. Be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw. It's Keene. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it there on the run. Pass attack. Touchdown Wolverine. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are slotting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about.
And how about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure.
And the ball's out there after it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Now, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. And the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Hey, and you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Marches ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
3rd and goal, and I like the play call. You're trying to run it in. You expect to be physical, but this offensive line just not getting the job done. They need more push.
To this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football.
Coming out of my cage and I'm doing just fine. Gotta sit down because I want it all. It started out with kids out in the life and it was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab. While he's having a smoke and she's taking a drink. Now they're going to bed. Now her stomach is sick and it's all in her head. But she's brushing his face now. He takes something to touch. I just can't look and scared.